Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to session number 4 of our Wax Pack RIP session, our multitasking series that we do during UK basketball games. Tonight, we're going to be ripping this 2025 Top Series 2 baseball pack. Somebody that's watching this who leaves a comment will also win this Antoine Walker 1998 per deck card. Antoine had a great career in the NBA, was part of the national championship team with the University of Kentucky. We're also going to give away, of course, if you win this card, you'll be in our grand prize for a 2012 Panini Brilliance Anthony Davis Starburst rookie card PSA Mint 9. Before I get into the rip, I just have to mention the last game that Kentucky played. We didn't do a video. We're going to try to do at least one of these a week. It might be every 2 weeks. Tonight is just like, this is stress trying to get this done tonight with the big game that's coming. But I have to mention last week or earlier this week against Valparaiso, Kentucky looked phenomenal. They had 9 or 10 kids that scored. They were led by Malachi Marino, who's from my hometown in Kentucky, from Georgetown, Kentucky. Actually went to high school with my granddaughter, who's also playing college basketball, as many of you know. They're good friends. He's a great kid. It was just awesome to see him, a freshman, just absolutely unleash on Valparaiso. Tonight is the biggest game, one of the biggest games in every year for Kentucky fans. We play the University of Louisville. And that the worst thing about Kentucky is Louisville's part of it. And that's just the way a lot of people in Kentucky believe. And it is a fierce rivalry. That game happens here in just a minute. So let's pick the winner from last week, and then let's rip this wax. I will process these cards during the commercials because my eyes are going to be peeled on this game, the entire game. And then after the game, we'll come back, we'll give you a recap, show you how we're going to make money with what's ever in this pack, how we're going to process them. And let's get into the winner from last week, and then we'll get into the rip. So again, congratulations, Dave Buchanan. Please send your mailing information to Dale at dndsportscards.com. Dale at dndsportscards.com will be getting these 2 cards out to you. Those of you that want to be in our next drawing for Antoine Walker 1998 Upper Deck when he was with the Boston Celtics. All you have to do is leave a comment on this video. Now let's get into this rip. We're going to see what we end up here. We'll process this entire pack and get back with you after the game, show you how we're going to make money with what's ever in here. So we're going to look real quick. I'm not going to spend a lot of time. Christian Walker. I love these cards. I'm putting together a collection of just outfielders making crazy plays in the outfield. That's definitely going in my PC. There we go. I might miss something the first time through, but we'll do a complete recap when we're done here. So far, I'm not seeing anything significant at all. Taylor. Adam Duvall, he's not even with the Braves anymore. Not even sure if he's still in baseball. Again, my mind is totally consumed, honestly, with this Louisville, Kentucky game tonight. All right, let's see what we got here. Kobe Mayo. There we go. MVP of the World Series. There we go. White Langford. Summer Superstars. Kind of a disappointing year, but still a lot of hopes for Wyatt. Ben Joyce of the Angels. And I'm not even sure who Joey is on the Blue Jays. I don't remember seeing him in the World Series. Did I miss him? You guys let me know in the comments. Didn't see anything significant. Thankfully, I picked that pack up this summer at a show for $7, but we'll get our $7 back at least. I will get these cards processed as soon as the game is over. I'll show you what we're going to do with them, how we're going to move them, how we're going to make money with them, what our plans are. If you want to qualify for this Antoine Walker card, and of course our grand prize during March Madness is Anthony Davis rookie card from Panini Brilliance, PSA Mint 9. Just leave a comment, and I'll be back with you in just a minute. Okay, the game's over. I'm back. The cards have been processed. Unfortunately, Kentucky got beat tonight. I hate to lose, and I really hate to lose to Louisville. It was a great game. It was like a heavyweight fight. It was crazy. It was this early in the season. Kentucky's without their number one player, projected lottery pick, the center. He's not back yet. So I'm okay with the loss. Not really, but I'm not overly concerned. We were down by 20 and came back in the second half, got it down to 4, and then free throws and everything else, and we ended up getting beat 96-88. The one thing I did learn from tonight's game that I want to pass along to you guys, remember this name, Michael Brown, freshman guard, phenomenal player, 20 points first half for Louisville. So I don't know if he'll come out in some kind of Bowman U product or whatever. He's going to be a one and done, but just remember that name. And overall, next year's recruiting class for the NBA for basketball is going to be phenomenal, because this year's freshman class, there's going to be a ton of one and done players from this year. And Michael Brown, he's a player, and it's just somebody to keep an eye on. All right, let's get into the quick processing of this pack. I bought mine for $7 at a show this summer. Right now, the cheapest I could find this pack for on eBay was $15, just to kind of give you a heads up there. I ended up with 20 commons that go in our common box, and then once we get enough commons, we liquidate those. I've done a video on this channel about that, how we liquidate commons. You can find that. And then I've got 2 cards I'm adding to my personal collection. I collect these Gatorade Bath walk-off type cards. I just have an album with those in it. And I also I love these outfielders making phenomenal catches at the wall. So those 2 are going in my personal collection. I have 8 rookies that are not really any major significance at this point, that I'm just put rookies away from each year. Whenever I open wax, I just save the rookies. So those are saved. Who knows? Cody Mayo may become a superstar in the future. He's the top hitting prospect right now for the Orioles. And some of these other guys may turn out to be something in the future, but I just don't put them in my common box. I pull out all the rookies and put them away for future. This is the one card. And if you look at this box or this pack broadly, you would say it was a bust. You got Burntdale. It was a bomb. You didn't pull anything of significance. And I would basically agree with that. However, because of what I've talked about 1,000 times on this channel, the use of alternative graders, I have no doubt that this card from Yamamoto, who was the World Series MVP, who won 3 games in the World Series, just a phenomenal pitcher. Who knows? I don't invest in pitchers, but here's what I do know. That card's going to be hot opening up next year, the season next year during spring training. This is going to be a hot card. Any card of his is going to be talked about. I know I can send this to an alternative grader. I think it'll come back at 10 for sure. And I know that I can, by sending it to an alternative grader, I can sell the slab for $15, because there's somebody that at a show that we'll go to that would love to have a slab card of Yamamoto to add to their collection, and I know it'll sell. It'll be gone without question, so I have no doubt about that. And a lot of you think, Dale, you're crazy. And again, I don't want to try to justify my thought process or the experience we've had doing this. We have documented this over and over on this channel. So that's going to give us a $7 profit, because we send 100 cards to be graded. We can get those done for $8 a card. and I'll have them back within 30 days. I don't have to wait 5 months at PSA. And that's what we'll do with that card. And then we've got 5 other cards that we've got listed right now on eBay. They were processed tonight. No big money makers here, but it's $5 profit. We price them 99 cents, 88 cents shipping and handling. The 88 cents covers our shipping. It covers our top loader and our penny sleeve. And we make about $1 a card. So no big earth-shattering profits, but who knows in the future with some of the rookies that we're holding back. We never know. But the bottom line, and I've said this 1,000 times on this channel, if I wanted to go on and sell those rookies now, I could, and I could make a little money, but I'm going to hold on to them. Or I could have sent them to ComC, and there's a lot of options here. But every time I open a wax box, I'm going to get my money back. And if I hit an autograph, which I have, we've hit numbered cards, we've hit autographs with just, packs and blaster boxes. You guys have seen that a lot on this channel. And if you hit one of those, and many times I've opened a pack or a blaster box, sent it to PSA, got the card back, sold it for $80, $90, $100. That normally doesn't happen. But if that doesn't happen, if I can get my money back and make a little bit of profit, I'm good. You're good. And anybody can do this if you're willing to do the work and you have patience. And I've said that again 1,000 times on this channel. But just to break this down real quick, thankfully I only paid $7 for the pack. 5 cards going to eBay, $5 profit there. The alternative grader card, Yamamoto, is $7. So what is that? $14 return on a $7 investment. That's 50% return on my money. He said, yeah, Dale, but it's just $7. I understand. I'd rather it be $7,000. But the bottom line number, 50% return is 50% return. And you just keep compounding over and over and over. There'll probably be maybe some future profits with some of the rookies, who knows? Plus I got 2 cards, cool cards to add to my PC. So I'm beyond happy about that. That's kind of the breakdown. I want to remind you guys before I let you go, if you want to get on this week's drawing, all you have to do is leave any comment below this video and you'll be in the drawing. Next time we do a multitasking UK video, which will be within a week or so. We do this when we watch UK games. All you have to do is leave any comment that you want, say anything that you want. Of course, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on our next multitasking wax rip that we do here in the very near future. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you got some value from this. If you're not using alternative graders yet, it's probably worth checking out some of the videos we have on this site about alternative graders, because many times it's the difference between making a profit and not making a profit. Talk to you later. Have a good one. Go UK.